Welcome back to Timberborn. Hold on, I have a mic issue. There we go. I think that's a little better. Um, we are about to end the 17th cycle drought. Hold on. Hopefully, that won't translate into audio issues. Now, what we currently have is 16 unused beavers. Okay. Where shall I utilize these beavers? And what shall I utilize them to? Okay, see, these trees will survive, these trees will not. I am going to need to. See, this is completely empty, and I'm not understanding why. What we need to focus on, however, is the betterment of our colony. We are currently at 20 happiness. If I can stop burping and actually click on a beaver, you can see their life expectancy is up to by 40%, their movement speed by 15, and their working speed by 80. If we can increase their happiness by 4 points, it'll be up another 20%. So let's see under well-being. We currently have 3.6 thousand. We do have the first two monuments. This one won't do any good for now. So let's go ahead and that takes up so much. Okay, we're not gonna do it. You know what? 20 is good enough for now. Okay, I'm gonna turn my mic down just a touch. It seems to be quite loud. And it could be that I have hooked it to a better USB port on my computer. I've been doing things to try to improve the overall quality of the recording of my voice so that it translates to better sounding audio. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and build this now. But I've changed my mind. I no longer want those. I do, however, go back into landscaping and go to the fill valve. I do, however, have an idea. And I do believe it is a great idea. Now we're going to go here to automate. We're going to go to weather station 1. And when it's off, it's that. When it's on, it's that. I think. Right? Well, none of them are built, so I won't know for sure. What I am going to do is mark that for destruction so that we can go ahead and build our path over here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to build this up one more. Let's go to these fill valves, and actually, you know what? We don't need those fill valves. Those don't need to be fill valves because they won't accept any water anyway. So we're going to go ahead and make them levees. Boom, 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 boom. Fantastic. And what we're going to do is go back to fill valves, and we're going to go ahead, go to there. We're going to hyper low. No, I want. Okay, we're going to do this the hard way, aren't we? Okay. Now we're going to make the path going this way. and there, then to there, and we're going to mark this to be destroyed, I believe. Nope. And what we're going to need is... Okay, how did they... What? Okay, so they need planks and metal. And that's 5 by... Okay, 4 by 4, but 16, that's 80. That means we would have enough for all of that. And what we're going to do here is... Because this is going to be blank, so this is going to be that. And we're going to go fill valve here. And we're going to have to wait for that to get done. Matter of fact, let's get this... Okay, so actually, we're going to delete that, right? And we're going to make a path down. And we're going to go like this. And we're going to high prioritize this. And these top ones are going to get paused. Oh, son of a... All of those will get paused. Okay. So, as we can see, it does appear to be working as intended. The water level does appear to be going upwards slightly. Oh, no, it just went downwards again. These also mean dead. Okay, and one is that. So, did I do that right? Well, it's currently off, so... No, that's not correct. Alright, so for now it's just going to be unlimited for everything because I need to get this more advanced. We're going to keep it like that, so... For now... See, let's go over here. Okay, so right now it's 1. And this is set to... When off, its target height is 0. When on, target height is unlimited. So I currently want that to be the same. So when off, target height is 0. When off, target height is 0. When off, target height... Oh, wait, no. There we go. Now, unfortunately, that does mean that we will miss out on the top layer of water. But with the speed that it's going, it's absurd. Even if we go down to regular speed, that is very fast. I mean, if we go down to power and go to power wheel, and we gauge the strength of it, just right here with no acceleration is 800. Oh, 1051 right here. And that's without us narrowing the channel. If we go to here, it's not quite as fast. By 41. And as it reaches here where it narrows, it really speeds up. If we go here, it's continuously 960 something. Okay, and it's 1,000. So let's go ahead and go back to our normal speed. Don't forget to stay hydrated. There we go. It could be because I have my headset turned up to full blast. Why it's sounding so weird. So, yes, I get it died. Now, see, this is the problem. Yeah, bad type. I don't have the time or patience or energy to fix that. So, let's go ahead and unpause these. An escaping fill valve. Here. We're going to delete these stairs. Put another fill valve there and make a path that goes across. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and go to here and go automate depth sensor. It's just going to be open for now. Oh yes, that does not need to be there. That should also be one of those. Now if we look over here at wood, they're not really growing much. Let's go over here. That seems to be a very slow flow. Let's go ahead and judge it by its power. It's not registering any power at all. Because like if you go over here, well, it's not showing any power. Oh yeah, because there's no water flowing. Come here, you can see. Why can't I see the power now? Oh, it could be because I don't have the right wheel. Okay, I'm an idiot. Alright, so yeah, 0 horsepower. It's no flow at all. That should be gurgling out that poop water. Oh, it's a bad water. Well then how was it filling up before? Oh, okay. Okay, so that's going to fill up here in a little bit, and this is going to empty out here in a little bit. And hopefully, if my calculations are correct, we should have no problem with the bad time this time. What I could do is... Okay, these are all planted. I should have put the... Okay, let's put that there. And we're going to go ahead and pause this because now we got all this wonderful area to plant more trees. So we're going to do that. And there's going to be oaks. And we're going to plant it like such as, with such as, and then we're going to double check that he can plant. Okay, he can. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So this one can plant down here as well. So we're going to go ahead and plant down here as well. Go all the way to here. And I'm going to double check my work. Okay, you can't plant at that last spot here. And okay. Go ahead and close all that up. Okay, and let's go ahead and plant. Hold on, let's see. Okay, yeah, he can reach that, so let's go ahead and plant some. Oh wait, that's where woodcutter's gonna go. Don't be stupid, stupid. All right. Okay, so now these are gonna start getting poo water, and to go here, we don't need a large. We'll go ahead and just do a medium. We do currently have 17 additional beavers. Those are maple. These are chestnut. And these, of course, are oak. Okay. We're getting back up there in wood again. So, I forgot to label that to be bad water. There we go. I'm actually going to go ahead and go district management hauling post. And I'm going to put another hauling post right about there. And we're gonna make that also. Okay, so this is next to the lowest, so this would be the lowest along with this one. Okay. So far, it would appear that, okay, that's working. That's keeping water out. And how close is that to being? Okay, that's nowhere even close to being filled. Okay, that's very good. And this water is staying blue. And let's go ahead and get this unlocked. And I'm going to go ahead and up that to 10. And let's see. We do need more metal. It could be this one. We do need more treated planks, so that would be... No, we don't. We don't need any more treated planks. We do need more metal. And we do need more gears. So in order to get more gears, I need more planks. And it looks like all the oaks have been built. Well, built, I mean grown. We're going to go ahead and pause that. Right, and we're going to automate this from weather station. And automate that from weather station. And that's set to temperate weather. So when that is off, hold on, let me hit P. Pause by automation. And P, pause by automation. Okay, so whenever good weather comes, they'll both start pumping. And I will go ahead and set these to the highest priority, which will pull them from the lowest priority, being this hauling post and that hauling post, which gives us a buffer of right now 22 beavers, which is, yes, excessive. But with our 64 beaver count, we need all the haulers we can get because we have tons of buildings. In fact, this building can go ahead and be paused for now because we're not really in a hurt for workers or construction workers. Um, these chestnuts are getting close, so I'm going to actually turn on these gathering flags. And I'm going to put in a grill. And I'm going to put in a storage building. Nope. Let's go storage building. No. Where do I want you at? Let's put you, no. I don't want to put too much more here. Well, let's go ahead and put it beside here. And we will mark this as roasted chestnuts. These have quite some time before they will grow. And unfortunately, they have a drought protection of 12 days. Now, I have been theorizing on ways to improve this. Because if you go down here, you see that's the mechanism that transfers water over. And this is the mechanism that releases it through this if it were not dammed. And this comes around, if we go down one more, it comes out through here and fills in this area. We are in the process of filling it in one layer, but it's going to take many, many generations. And I don't want to send them in case of a failure in our water separation system at the top. And as you can see, there's nothing else below it. You can zoom out and you can see there's really nothing else here. Let's go back to the top. What we could do with our extra beaver manpower is we're going to go ahead and collect this useless science even though we don't need it. We're going to go there, there, go up to here, demolish that for 3,000 science, and we're going to take a path out this way, and all the way past that one to here, and demolish that one. Very good, very good. We should have plenty of workers. Here we go. Let's mark that for grilled chestnuts. Let's prioritize these by haulers because they're not being prioritized enough. There we go. No goods in the area. Look at those little haulers go, just all over the place. Fills your heart with pride, it does. Okay. So... what we're going to do next, and this is going to be a multi-episode thing that's going to be built. So let's go ahead and, first of all, we'll get the initial buildings in first. Right, and this next part is pretty well straightforward and easy. Just, we gotta line it up with the hole in the side. And go wee, wee, all the way home. Excuse me. What I meant to say is Wee! Wee! All the way home. So let's go ahead and adjust this path to there. And we're going to go ahead and delete the old path as such. And go back to power as such. And go down once more, and this should go straight to here. Now this part is going to be tricky, right? I mean, we'll go down to here, make some vertical, and once more, and then we'll power shaft that to there, and then here in vertical shaft like such as, and then we'll go regular shaft to here, and we'll go ahead and we're going to do this not necessarily the cheap way, but we're not going to waste time on doing this any other way. So this will actually save material, I think. Or maybe not. Either way, that's how I'm going to do it. I don't want to displace any water. So we don't need that path anymore. If I could stop burping, that would be amazing. We'll bring that to there. Double vertical shaft to be here. And then we will continue the power shaft from there all the way to there. Okay, actually we're going to go up there, and then we're going to take the power shaft across to here without that last end piece, and then if I could keep remembering where power is, we'll put one more there, two more power shafts here, and we'll go here to there, and from there we'll go over, up, over to this one to there, and from there we'll go over and technically down, as the case would be, into there. And for now, that wind mill will remain. Come to water. We try to put one here. You'll see that I can put one there, but not connected. Okay, so what we can do, however, we don't want to do it now because we have all this down here, and I want to direct the water this way. Right? So what is going to be the easiest way to do that? Probably just a little bit like this, and just be straightforward with it. Treat it like you would a woman. Just be straightforward and honest. I mean, she can only break your heart once, right? And we'll just keep going like this. We're going to go ahead and demolish that tree, put it on the highest priority. We do have 3 injured beavers. Do we have enough beds? Okay, so there's 3 here. We're going to end up needing more medical beds. Okay, there'll be 8 there, so that should be able to take care of that. Alright, and go over back to landscape and go back to levees, we can do this number. And we're going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to destroy this path. Just the path, not the thing it's sitting on. We're going to go 3 over. And that should cover any overflow that would happen. Alright, and hopefully that will be enough to cover the cost of that. Now, if we go and zoom back in and see nothing has been built except for one. Let's go ahead and go to power. And let's connect these up to here. And we'll start running the power back this way. And that should meet up there. I mean, they're working as fast as those little beaver hands can let them. I'm going to go ahead and open this can of whoop ass right here. Building needs water. That would be the Ludo. Plants are starting to dry up with 7.3 days remaining. We're currently at 1.5k water and only 1k of food. That's down to storage. Because we have 1.6k worth of not ready food. Okay. We're actually doing very well. We do have 92 dynamite. So what I will do is I'm going to go ahead and I decided against using these. And what I will do is we're going to trace out this path here. Going to there. Continuing to there. Actually, no. I only want a path of 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue what we are doing. And that is taking this over to here. Here. And we're going to mark that for removal. Set that to highest priority. And I think that's going to be the path. I'm actually going to put one more here. Maybe, you know, let's be safe. Let's put 2 here. We do have 98 builders. Let's go ahead and raise a priority on all of these. Okay, let's go here and put one more dynamite there. That should give it plenty of room to go. Okay. And now we'll watch this. Once these get filled in, I will detonate them, and that'll probably be the end of the episode. I think it would be a great send-off to put this in regular play mode. And I'm trying to fill the gap for whenever so they can plant the explosives. Let's double check to make sure. Okay, so they're all but they're all able to be reached from there. We still have a excess population of 10, even though it shows 8 jobs not filled. Just a reminder, we have a population buffer of 20, being the haulers, and 24 if you include the scientists. Pretty soon, I'm just going to be safe to pause that, because if you go into monuments, this one only takes 20,000. This takes 12, And we got all these, but they're not that expensive. If you go into well-being, the most expensive thing is 1.8k. So once it gets to 35, I think is the number. I will go ahead and shut that down. Now, we do need to get the power over to here. And I could have just brought it around this way, but I feel it's better to tie them all into one big power line. And we're actually getting these dynamite in very quickly. It's taking more explosives than I figured it would, but we have the bad water and we have one one explosive maker. I don't know what the word for it is. I tried to come up with it in a spur of the moment and came up with nothing. But that's okay. Now, I shouldn't be exposing any water tiles. Like opening up to the water tiles. These all have their dynamite in. These ones haven't even got started. And I guess this is a good way to look and figure out how the AI of the beavers decide to build things. As you can see, those last two were the last two I put down in the sequence of bombs. However, I think this is the absolute last with these two before it. I could be incorrect, but it does appear that they're getting built before that last one. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and wait till nighttime. If they get these stupid... Why? It's not high prioritized, is it? I will extend your work hours till you get that built. Alright, let's go ahead and stop their building right now. And let's go ahead and start our fireworks show. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Yes, that is satisfying. Boosh, 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 boosh. Okay, so it did in fact expose some of the water. And that is unfortunate. So what we're going to have to do, and this is going to be expensive. Actually, I'm going to need to delete that. And I'm going to need to high prioritize those 6. Those. Delete these 6. Okay, no, I didn't need to delete those 6. Okay. I'm going to put these 6 in. And when we come to landscaping, where is it? Impermeable floors. Right. No. Dang it. Dang it, Cletus. Okay. Let's go ahead and okay, those are all high prioritized. I got to high prioritize that. I guess I could have just put everything together and then high prioritize it. But let's get that there. Put some more impermeable floors down. They each take only 1 metal to do. And Bob's your uncle. We do need some stairs down here. And we're going to go ahead and high prioritize that, connecting it by that, and we're going to go across here and then just straight across there. Okay. And now, really, Bob is in fact your uncle. So, I always worry because I got shift for sprint camera, which is kind of weird for a camera to be a sprint mode. Now if you look at this number here, that could be a very alarming. However, I only had one going during the previous summer, or what is it, wet season they call it? I don't know. Temperate weather. But in the middle of building all the other stuff I told them to build, they have built all this so far. Now there is still much to go, and there's much to do. But until next time, bye bye.